telepathy.
What is art? I don't know, but I think it has got something to do with the gays. Whatever. I has come to New York to find out more. Check it. What is art nouveau?
Art Nouveau.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Art Nouveau was a style toward the end of the 19th century.
What is Art Deco?
New York is an Art Deco city, you might say.
So what is Art Garfunkel?
Art Garfunkel is just a singer.
Ain't that confusing for young people?
It may be, but it would astonish me if it were.
I once painted my Julie with some chocolate body paint. Is that art?
The interesting question is not yes or no, but why?
Well, I did it because I thought, you know, it would turn her on. But it didn't. It didn't even taste the chocolate and it looked like she'd shat the bed.
Yeah. It might still have been art, but it didn't do what you wanted it to do.
Yo, check this. Normally to get to see a girl naked, you need to take her out to a 3-course dinner at KFC, buy her 4 Bacardi Breezes and tell her you love her. Artists has cleverly invented something called a life drawing class where they can stare at a girl's punani for up to 3 hours without having to pay nothing. I was so excited I has already got a semi-lob on. He isn't it? Yo,
why don't you have a seat?
Yo.
Take a moment.
Safe. How long has you been doing the art thing?
Well, it's been, oh gosh.
Jesus.
So look at the pose.
Is he standing or sitting?
He's sitting. Can you see him?
Yeah, I saw him before.
Can you see the model? Can you? But no, you have to draw him and see him at the same time.
But I took it in as, you know, I've seen enough of that.
Well, go ahead and draw then.
Yo, cool, safe. Respect. He's got something to be proud of. What is acting?
What a good question. Ben Kingsley, when he was on Inside the Actors Studio, put it so well to our students. He said, the camera hates acting.
What's this?
That's the old-fashioned kind of acting, where you're indicating, acting in quotes. Those are quotes, they're quotes.
What is quotes?
Quotation marks.
Oh, I thought they was like ears.
Yeah.
When you do with someone.
That's correct.
Why is it that hoes is better actors than men?
I should tell you, as Dean of the Actors Studio of the Drama School, that I don't use words like hose and I hate them. That's honestly.
All right.
I know this the
bitches.
vernacular. No.
All right, so
I hate
bitches
words
then.
like bitches.
But why is it that woman is like so good at pretending to be upset? Like, oh, Ali, you has forgotten my birthday. Oh, you has slept with my best friend. Oh, you know, crying. Has you ever met Robert De Niro's?
Robert De Niro was on my show.
Whoa, he is the fun man. He is so good.
Robert De Niro is a genius.
As you've seen Analyze This.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, him doing his thing.
I've had them both on my show, him and Billy.
Where does he say, no, you, all the time to that other one with the beard, who ain't that good.
You asked,
you
asked about the Actors Studio. Go see Taxi Driver.
Is it better than Analyze This?
Yes.
Has you ever cried during watching a movie?
Of course. I'm a pushover. I cry.
You was crying?
What are you laughing at? I cry readily if I'm moved.
Does he want us to redo that bit? Because this is going to go out. You don't want them to know that you was crying.
You're going to call You're going to call me a Fifi boy for crying in a movie?
Well, it's a bit over the hill and round the bend, isn't it?
No, it's Jesus, no. Jesus, no.
Has you ever interviewed Shakespeare's?
William Shakespeare?
No doubt.
Well, he died about 400 years ago.
No, he ain't, because I seen him at
On the telly?
on the theatre with the school. They made us go to see William Shakespeare.
You saw somebody playing Shakespeare, which is great.
I didn't really like it, and we left after half an hour. Well, they chucked me out because I was shining one of them laser pen things on Shakespeare's head. But
Respect, shame on you.
I'm going to give you a premise. The premise is
yes,
that you are with a young lady.
yes,
This is your second date,
yes,
the second time you've been out with her.
yes.
And you are going to propose marriage to her.
I have a wife in Kazakhstan.
And that's even better, because that adds more of a conflict.
But my wife will not.
This is imaginary. She doesn't have to agree to it. We're going to make believe that she will agree to it.
I will have a time here.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly.
Yes,
But
yes.
you have to convince her to come with you to Kazakhstan
Yes.
tonight.
Yes.
Whatever you need to do.
But
this
I
is all.
have a wife.
This is not really going to happen.
Why not?
No, I mean, let's say you were in a movie.
Yes, I have been in a movie, Dirty Jew.
Okay. Now let's say when you were in that movie,
Yes.
what part did you play?
I play the one who, the hero who shot
Okay.
him. Do you know famous people?
I actually did a scene with Claire Danes in my acting class, but I don't think you know who she is. But she's an American actress.
Is Freddie Mercury homosexual?
Is Freddie Mercury homosexual? I don't know if I'm qualified to comment on that. Now, the young lady that you're going to be doing the improv with is Jennifer DeFrancesco.
Yes.
What we're going to do is we're going to do an improv.
Okay.
He's married. You're going to say, "Hey, let's get it on right now."
Okay. So, I've only known you.
Nice. I like this.
Okay, stay in the scene.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I know you have to go back home soon,
Yes.
but I was wondering if on your last night we could have a really special evening
Yeah.
together.
You want to talk away from the camera?
No.
But they film this on the camera. My wife will see this.
Yeah, well, we're in a class. We're just,
Yes.
we're acting.
You do not like me, but you touched me before.
Well, that's because we were acting.
I thought there were some excellent moments there. So Jennifer, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks. Thanks. No, thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
What will you be doing?
I will perform from a television show
Great.
that I in Kazakhstan,
Great.
Locust.
Okay, great.
Hey, it's you! Let her go! Why you take her? She nothing to do with this. You, me, was partner. I am Locust. Hey, Locust! Fuck to you! You're safe now. You do not need to worry about him.
Thank you very much.
When will I hear?
You know, if we're interested, then we usually call.
Here's an our rude boys. The media. A lot of you out there probably never even heard of the word. Is books part of the media?
Absolutely.
What is the point of them? I mean, I ain't done this, but has any of you actually ever read a book?
Of course.
No, I was talking about the whole thing.
I've read thousands of books in my life. I have a.
All
I
right,
have a
don't show
library
up.
But I mean, some people.
Well, name one then.
Name one.
Yeah.
I was reading one today called "Sex, Lies, and Videotape."
Is that a real book?
To my understanding, it was a film, but it may also
All right,
be
so that's
a
a
book.
film. That ain't a book. What does you think about violence on TV?
Nobody, I don't think, in their right mind would say there shouldn't be any violence in entertainment. The question is, do you depict it in a way that makes it appealing?
But what harm has violence ever done?
Oh, death. I mean, you.
Yeah, but apart from that.
Well, death and injury. I mean, if you don't die, you're injured.
All right. Well, apart from that, yeah, those two things. Yeah. Does you think that violence on the telly leads to violence on the street?
Well, I would begin with, I wouldn't limit it to television. You got film, you
Well,
got
violence
reality,
in the
you got
media,
rap,
whatever.
you got video games.
With full respect, though, that is BS. That's down for bullshit. Because me watch Star Trek, but that don't mean that me go out and build a spaceship and fly into the air and above that into the thing called space and have, all them ears and all that thing.
Well, to me, that makes a point.
Answer that.
There's a difference between violence that is readily and is easily imitatable versus ray guns.
Should telly be used to educate our children?
The television could be a powerful medium for education.
Well, like Sesame Street is very educationalist. I has learned a lot from that. Why don't they make a version of Sesame Street for kids?
That's what it's for.
What?
That's what it's made for.
With full respect, the other day we saw it and the letter was X. And we don't think that kids would understand that. Check this. Did you know that xylophone is spelled from X?
Yeah, sure.
But zoo is spelled like with something, the other one.
Zoo is spelled with Z.
Do you think that there should be censorship?
We have censorship on television.
Me grew up watching whatever me wanted. Me was watching pornos from the age of 11. And me don't see me Julie complaining now. Every time. So, does you think it's all right to see animals on the telly?
People having sex with animals?
What? No.
Oh, you mean sex with animals? Animals having
No,
sex. What do you mean?
animals.
Animals having sex with
No.
animals?
Yeah, take it easy. It is disgusting enough seeing a woman and a horse do it, but actually seeing two horses getting jiggy together, that was actually on the television.
While I don't personally enjoy watching two elephants have sex on a PBS special, I don't consider it pornographic.
So, does you think the media put too much attention on women to look a certain way?
I think that it does clearly present an unreal image of life.
But does you think there's enough pressure being put on women from the media? Because there's still so many fatty boom booms walking around.
People need to think about that. They need to look at a Rosie O'Donnell and say, well, that's someone who looks like more of the people I see day to day.
Yeah, right. That's another point.
Come off it. Rosie O'Donnell, how much? How much?
I think Rosie O'Donnell is
How much?
clearly the exception.
Not even for $1 million, bet you wouldn't.
She is the exception to this presentation.
I want to say big up to all of you lot out here. Me hope to all my peeps out there that you has learnt something and at least taken away one thing. Whether it is that you will think it is all right to watch the National Geographic channel, watch 2 elephant boning like this man does. You at home, make up your own mind. Keep it real. Peace. Entschuldigung bitte. I'm here in the coolest city in the world. That's right, LA, Los Angeles. It makes Vienna look like a Scheißendummführer. Also, let's go and find out what makes it so out there. Whenever. Wir gehen zurück. What was it like when Madonna came in through the front door, did her Vogue and just said, "Hi, I'm a virgin"?
Well, she didn't, so I don't want to say she didn't come to the store here. She hasn't been in the store.
She hasn't been?
No, not when I was here, so.
Warum sind Sie hier? Du hast gesagt, Madonna. They're crazy about Madonna.
Okay, so
Can
I
you
would
just
just
like
say, yeah.
pretend?
Okay,
just say.
yeah.
Okay, so what was it like when Madonna just came through the door here and just said, "Okay, I want to buy these clothes. These are the greatest clothes I've ever seen," and just like did the Vogue?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was unbelievable.
How many things did she buy here?
12 to 14 pieces.
Oh my God! And did she come back here many, many, many times?
Yes, she did.
Is this her favorite shop?
Yes.
What's the cool way to walk?
All right, this is the coolest way to walk.
Okay, great. What's like the innest religion now?
Buddhism.
And what was the in religion like, you know, last fall?
Maybe Catholic.
So we've got a charity with the show. It's to do with like deaf or dead children, I don't know. I just wonder if you can like do something for them into camera, take it away from the god of fashion.
Okay. That's it?
Great.
All right.
That was cool. That will make a difference. What do you think about Hitler? You know, he was from Austria. I mean, do you think he had good style?
Everybody's uniform looked exactly perfect. There was
He had
never out of style.
I mean, he had style and he had a message, a bit like Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, I guess he did have a message.
So, if Jesus were alive today, where would he shop?
Jesus would probably shop on Melrose, actually. We've got a lot of shops that actually have long, cool get-up, yet still have that back-to-earth kind of feeling.
Sure. And what about Gandhi? Where would he shop?
Gandhi was a minimalist. I'd say probably he would shop downtown. Downtown, there's just a lot of fabric stores, and I think he would just go into his shop and buy a piece of fabric, tie it with a rope, and he'd be fine.
What is Jonathan Antin?
What is Jonathan Antin? Fuck, man. I'm a troubled, crazy, fucking maniac that that has a lot of feelings and a lot of emotion and a lot of craziness.
Look at the evil people in the world. Saddam Hussein, Hitler, Stalin. What do they all have in common? Mustaches.
There's quite a few Middle Easterners that look like him with that kind of mustache that are not totally crazy.
Yeah, there are a few people with mustaches who aren't totally crazy.
Absolutely.
But most of them,
they're a little fucking
in my
nuts.
experience,
They're a little weird.
Is it a coincidence that all the good people have a long hair, like Jesus and like hippies and, you know, Rod Stewart, whatever?
Sure, sure. I've done Rod Stewart's hair for a long time. I'll be really honest with you.
Sure.
I'm very impressed that you've brought these issues up because I've thought of them a couple of times in my career, but I've never heard anyone else ever address them except for you.
Thanks.
Never.
That means a lot. Thank you.
I gotta tell you, man, that's like, did you write all this shit? Did you
Yeah,
figure
I've
this
just
out?
been thinking of this shit.
Dude,
just in my...
that's so heavy because I've always wondered why.
Yeah, because it's crazy. Why all the good
Jesus
people...
and Moses. And, you know, when they show pictures of God.
Yeah,
they all
long
have
hair.
long hair. You know, they didn't care so much about their look. They wore wraps. They grew their hair long.
Just say something controversial into the camera.
You motherfuckers in the Middle East, God help you if I ever come over there, because I'll take all you cocksuckers out.
Booyakasha! Check it out, I is here with none other than my main man, Buzz Aldrin. I know this is a sensitive question, but what was it like not being the first man on the moon? Was you ever jealous of Louis Armstrong?
It was Neil Armstrong, and no, I was not jealous. He was a very, very qualified person. Yeah.
So, when you arrived on the moon, was the people who lived there very friendly, or was they scared of you?
There was absolutely no thought of encountering any living being whatsoever.
Do you think man will ever walk on the sun?
No. The sun is too hot. It is not a good place to go to.
What happens if they went in winter when the sun is cold?
The sun is not cold in the winter.
We know you've been asked this a zillion times. It must really get on your tits being asked it. But let's just sort it out. What do you say to all those conspiracy theorists who come up to you and say, does the moon really exist?
I don't think there are very many people who question whether the moon exists. It exists. And
all right, you heard it here. It does exist. So all those people out there who were saying it don't, you was wrong.
That's right. The moon does exist, and we went there.
Yo, listen up. But how do they really know what exists and what is the conspiracy things? Because I know I have seen a picture of J-Lo with two, you know, massive geezer's dongs there, and apparently it weren't true.
I haven't seen those pictures.
Well, you should check them out. It's amazing.
Okay.
Is you upset that Michael Jackson got all the credit for inventing the moonwalk, but you was the first geezer ever to actually do it?
No. You can call things by different names, and you can use the moon or Mars or Venus, and you can say, this is the Venus trot. But that doesn't mean that it has any connection to what it would be like for a horse moving on Venus.
Yo.
The horse could trot on Venus, right?
What,
Except it's very, very hot.
There's horse on Venus?
No. I'm just, well, neither is Michael Jackson on the moon.
I've got a joke about space. You want to hear it? There's a monster from outer space who is going on a trip around the universe, and him goes to the travel booker to book like a hotel on the moon. And the travel booker goes, you can't go to that hotel because the moon is full.
That's pretty good.
That is,
the moon
that
is
is
full.
so wicked. That's wicked.
And the opposite of the moon being full is
It's empty.
the new moon.
What?
That's when it's dark.
What does he mean? What?
The full moon is when it's bright, okay? And the hotel on the full moon is full.
What I thought it means it's like. I thought it's funny because it means he's like full. He's like been eating.
I know.
Eating stuff. He's all well full and everything.
No, the hotel is full.
So, but it's why is it funny? Because the hotel is full.
I wasn't sure that it was funny. You said it was funny.
Why is it funny again?
Things are funny or comedic because they mix the real with the absurd.
So listen up. You has heard about the moon and about space. You better learn about these things from my man Buzz Lightyear here. So you better realize that these things is important. Big up yourself. And me has got one other request which me would love you to do. Me want to get all like respected people to do 2 lines of a rap. So I was written something like that. Like, word up, my name be James Lipton, I think I may have spelled it wrong. Giving mad props. You know what mad props is? Respect.
Yeah, I know.
Mad props to Shakespeare. Check it, just because you like acting, that's to the people out there, it don't mean you as a queer.
No, I'm gonna do another one. Yo, you out there, now listen to me. Just do like me and my bro, the MC. Think, my friends, consider, reflect. Give mad props to the world. Translation, respect. Fresh.